voilà, it's time for a new video. It's time for a new life. Et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà, et voilà.
Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I have a new cap and I just noticed. Here we go, it's gone. New baseball hat. Yay! And it matches my jumper as well. Anyway, thank you for joining. Let me see. I forgot to. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you very much. Okay, so this week, it's not gonna be a self-pity show. I'm back to normal. Well, when I say normal, I even put some lippy on so that I look at least a little bit decent, a bit younger than I normally am. I'm talking shit, aren't I? Anyway, let me just check. So, I've written a lot of stuff down. So we're gonna first start with housekeeping. So again, you all know me. Here in my chat, we all have an opinion, not necessarily the same opinion, but everyone needs to respect other people's opinions. No one is nasty to anyone else. And more importantly, which I haven't said in a while, we don't talk crap about other streamers in my chat. Okay? That would be very much appreciated. And I'm not someone to block people, but if it gets nasty, I might. Okay? So, that's one thing. Housekeeping. What else? If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And it doesn't cost you anything. And please like as well my video or my live. Something else which I haven't promoted in a while is, and I will add them. Well, it's in my link tree on the description of my channel. You can also, let me think about it. I can't see it suddenly. Where's my overlay? Here we go. It disappeared for some strange reason. Oh, sorry guys. Overlay. I need to put this back on. Here we go. And here we go. Yeah, so if you don't want or would like to buy me a coffee, you will also find a link to my Buy Me a Coffee page. You can see at the top left-hand side, at the top here, here. You have the right QR code is to get to my Buy Me a Coffee. And the one on the left is actually, I think, you see, I haven't checked those QR codes in a while. I think it takes us to my link tree. Okay. Just scan it and you will see. But otherwise, every information how you can buy me a coffee or send me a PayPal, etc., is all in the description of my channel. Also, because I'm not there yet, I don't have enough subscribers and not enough viewing hours, which is all right. I'm taking it easy. I have other things to do in my life. But you can also become members on my Buy Me a Coffee page. So I have two levels. One level is the cuties, so it's the cheaper version, and my lovelies are a little bit more expensive, but it's still very cheap. So if you go and have a look, at the moment I only have two members, but they're lovely members. One is my lovely mud, Irish, and the second is SB Crusader. So I thank them for being members on my Buy Me a Coffee. So that is out of also, because I haven't mentioned that in a while either. Actually, it is in my list. I just I just not in the right way. My merch is also it's a fourth wall is also you have a t-shirt, a hoodie, a notepad, one of these amazing coffee mugs with a straw, a cap. I haven't received one because I haven't ordered them yet. Because I should have ordered them when I created them to get them cheaper. I didn't do it. There must be a way I still can do that. But anyway, so if you become a member after a certain time, you might get something free from my merch. But that will come later. At the moment, I can't afford it because, as you all know, I was laid off last year. At the moment, I'm actually have a temporary job, which I can't work from home, which is a pity. So I have to go into Edinburgh. For the ones who don't know, I'm in Scotland. So it takes me quite a while to get into Edinburgh, work, come back home, take care of my two dogs and my cat, and then finally sit down. Bonnie, can you stop making all this noise? Okay, thank you. Oh, and she continues anyway. So sorry, I need to get a bit more comfortable. My foot hurts again today. Today's not been good for my foot. Yeah, I said no self-pity today. No self-pity. So I will show you about the merch another day. I don't want to do too much advertisement, but it would be nice. And my merch is very simple and sleek. Okay, so Scientology is a cult. That's it. So have a look. And otherwise, I'll get you a link in the chat later. I don't know if I have any mods coming in. I didn't invite them today because it's only me. And normally we're quite happy, but knowing Irish, she might turn up a little bit later. Even Jojo might turn up. So let me just quickly check in the chat. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Amy. Yes, I do what I want to do. Hi, NJS55. Never seen your name before. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. I'm looking good. Thank you. I do feel good today compared to last week. It makes a difference, doesn't it? Bonnie, stop making this noise. Stop. Stop now, please. She ignores me totally. Anyway, and Grisblitz, hello. Thank you for joining me. I very much appreciate it. So let's continue. So like I said, I come home late, and until I have 5 minutes for myself, it's about 9-10 p.m. in the evening. I'm exhausted normally, but I never can sleep straight away. I don't know if you guys have that sometimes where you're so tired, you can't fall asleep. And then the next thing I know, I wake up sitting on the sofa, television is on. When I said that my telly is on, but with YouTube, I watch YouTube on my television. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And also at the moment, there are a few things going on in the world that interest me. So I feel like I'm torn between the different things that interest me. So I haven't been able to watch a lot about the Scientology streamers, but I came across one, and I just took a clip. So we'll go to just a little bit of the clip, and that is mainly to. And I know for the ones who watch me every week or every time I'm live or when I do interview, I say it every time, how important the voices of former Scientologists are. So important, so that for us, the ones that can't go out protesting but trying to do what we feel is right behind our screens and our keyboards, we do need the voices of these former Scientologists. And the best way to show you that, obviously, because I just interviewed her last week, sorry, which was Laura FM. So the video, I will add the link to the entire video in the chat later on. And after we watch that little clip, it's just a little part. The video is about 29-30 minutes. So go and watch the entire one. But it's just to show you how important it is. And when it's a former Scientologist talking, saying things, people tend to listen more. You can see it. And you will understand what I mean if you haven't seen that video from Audit LA. So it's Audit LA and Laura. I just feel like this is a very good example. So let me just quickly hi Style Audit 1A. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. So we'll actually, hey, why not? Let me see. I'm going to continue talking, even though I don't have my Streamyard on the screen anymore. What's going on with me? Here we go. So I hope you all had a good week. Your clips. Here we go. I could have screen recorded it, but I just wanted to show you that I did a bit more preparation this week. Bonnie, please lie down and settle down for 5 minutes at least. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's have a look at this. My buttons have disappeared. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, not that one. Oh, wait a second. Okay. I lost you guys again. Audio, so that's the good one. Just checking. Yes, you can see me. We all can see each other. Stop it now. Otherwise, I take this away from you. I know, guys, you can't hear her noise, but it's really annoying. Okay. It's just about a minute, but it's...
Can I get your? Yes, I have your taxes and everything, but I don't think that's more of a federal thing. But I'm just saying, they're using up they use up the fire, they use up all things, they falsely swap people that are protesting, saying they have firearms and all this shit at gunpoint, literally. Like, they've had 7 SWAT calls on Scott Hutchsetter at gunpoint. Helicopters flying around, and he's on the ground, like, because they lie and say this shit about him. But Scientology doesn't get, why don't they do who did that call? Who made those calls? Why are they not investigating that? Because they're afraid to dig into anything that Scientology might do because they will get attacked.
Well, even Kenneth Knoxon was accused of possibly killing a judge's dog. So
there's a lot that you can read. There's a book called The Expert Witness by Jesse Prince. He was a high-ranking member right next to David Miscavige, and he talks about all of that. If you own this.
So that's just a clip in the middle of the entire video. Let me just give you the link to the entire video. But have you actually noticed how much this lady is actually listening? She is listening. She's looking at Laura. That proves me that every former Scientologist's voice is being heard. They just have to come back and come back and come back and repeat and repeat and repeat. I'm sorry. I know sometimes it's boring, but we streamers behind our screens and our keyboards, we need those voices. We need as much of their stories as possible. Books are good, but look, at the moment, there are so many books I want to read. I do not have the time. And at the weekend, I have to tell you, I'm exhausted. I need to do stuff for me. I need to do stuff that I can't do during the week because I leave early, I come home late. The weekend is a bit like, like my church, if you want to. That's what Amy says. I totally agree with you. That's what I was telling Laura last week. If you remember, I said, doesn't matter what kind of beef you have between each of you guys, but you need to go more often. I think Laura has already listened to other people telling her that in the past, and she's going more. You remember the clip I showed last week when she spoke in front of the police commissioner. It was last week. That was very impactful. I have to say, though, the most impactful part of what she said to them at the police commissioner is at the end. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And you could see, though, compared what, when the others come out and talk dressed as Batman and play clowns, where, when you do that, you're allowed. Yeah, in America, it's the First Amendment, free speech. We have it in most countries around the world. But I feel like when you portray yourself as a clown and things like that, you're not going to be taken seriously. So when you see, Audit does actually that very well when she's recording, is that sometimes she goes and check the guys from the commission and they're not looking up. But when Laura was talking, when she spoke for these 3 minutes, not one person was looking into their screen. They were all looking at her. They were listening. But coming just once or twice or 3 times is not enough. It's just not enough. If I was down in England, I would try to go and talk to people with the apostate Alex, because I think it's important. I'm not a former Scientologist, but I can support him. I can go and talk to them. But then, you know, in the UK, yeah, we have East Grinstead and St. Hills. But, you know, I'm trying to, what am I trying to say? Oh, sorry, I'm just looking up in where my light is, and it's been really warm here in Scotland, and I had the window open, and yeah, it has attracted a few flies. Thank you very much. We're gonna have to get rid of them. I know they're not doing anything bad, but I don't like flies. Anyway, I agree with you, Amy. They need to go more often to the meetings. I agree and I disagree with you, Amy, at this point. I think they are taken seriously. It's just, if, for example, say the police commission, if it's always Laura coming, they're going to get bored because they're going to see only one former Scientologist. Fair enough, they have seen who spoke last time, a few weeks or months ago? Serge, Jenna, Aaron. But when you count them, that makes 4 former Scientologists in total. There are more out there. There are more. And we need them to speak up a little bit more often, right? So I wanted to start with that. Unfortunately, my lovelies, that's all I could watch this week. Highbridge 1872. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. The thing is, we want to support them as much as we can, but we need the support back. We need them to help us to support them and help them. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Because I don't understand what I'm saying. Oh, gee. Yeah, it's a good start to the evening, right? Oh my, I forgot. You see, gonna have. So that's what I wanted to say about. But I thought that clip was actually proof that people are listening. Yes. The request is help us help you. Exactly. Amy, you are always so amazing. We should make this how should you say that? We should make this sorry, a motto, a logo, right? Help us to help you. Yeah. So I was quite excited as well about the other interview. It was meant to be scheduled last Saturday, but it was cancelled. We will be rescheduling. At the moment, I'm just waiting. At the moment, I can't explain why, but as soon as you will know who it is, you will understand. And I'm not going to say more to that. I like to keep my interviews secret until you see the scheduled live on my channel. So perhaps it's a bad thing. I don't know, but that's the way I am doing it. So if people message me or email me and say, in case it's this person or this person, do this, do that. I'm always open to suggestion, but don't forget, at the end of the day, these are my interviews. I keep them secret until I reveal them, and I do my interviews the way I want. The thing is, I thought I could do an interview the same way for every person. And you can't, because every person has a different personality. They have different stories to tell. So the interviews turn differently. But I like the interviews I have done until now. And I'm actually, to be honest with you, quite proud of all the interviews I've done until now. And especially the people I have managed to persuade to come on my super small channel. Apologies. So, hi Laura, we were just talking about you, and I was just showing a little clip about when you and Audit LA went to try to speak to Hugo, but you spoke to his assistant. And I just showed a little clip, and I wanted to I'm sorry for everyone else, but hi GM Flower, thank you for joining. I very much appreciate it. Sorry, Laura. Sorry, Laura. Yeah. Sorry, Laura. What I was saying about why I showed this little bit of clip of the video was how important it is. The people do listen to you when you are a former Scientologist and you tell your stories, and you spoke about Scott and the swattings and everything is going on around the blue building, and she was listening. And I wanted to show this to, even though I repeat myself every week, and I will continue repeating it, for us streamers behind our keyboards and screens, we do need your support so that we can support you. And that was the motto that Amy put up. So I'll just show you that. The request is help us, help you. So we need more of former Scientologists going to the meetings, because if you, Laura, are always only you going, say, to the police commission to talk, they're going to get bored, because they're going to see you again and you again. It will be like you're the only former Scientologist in LA. You understand what I mean? So we need more to go. They need to see more faces. Like I said a few weeks or months ago, Jenna, Aaron, Serge were talking there. But that makes 4 former Scientologists. There are more. There are more. Go to these meetings. Talk about your stories. I know 3 minutes sounds long, but when you start talking, it might seem to be quite short, right? And you are correct, Style Audit. We're all doing the work together. Each one does what they can. I totally agree with you there, Style Audit. But it's important that, and also it's important, if we behind our keyboards want to educate the rest of the world, we need to share more of this former Scientologist stories. We can't only show 5 former Scientologist stories. We need to show more and more for them to understand what Scientology is. So I know if I'm gonna bore you to death with that, I will continue repeating myself. And I will continue poking the other former Scientologists that I have emailed. Until now, only 2 people have replied. So it was Laura, and the other person you will discover when the time comes for the interview. And at the moment, I really can't tell you when it's going to be, in the next 2 weeks, in the next 4 weeks. I might get other interviews until then, but that's how it is at the moment. Then we were meant to have 2 weeks ago interview with Matt, MD Media 18. I emailed him today to find out if I was still interested, and said, yeah. So last week he was not well. Now, guys, poor Matt is in hospital. He got a heat stroke, so he should be out by Monday, he says. So this will come next week, next weekend. We will see how he feels. So look out for my interview with MD Media. More importantly, who is the man behind MD Media 18? I think that will be quite interesting. Yeah, he's not well. Yeah, he's in hospital, he said. Speaking with trauma or not is understandable, GM Flower says. Hello, GM Flower. Sorry, I didn't say hello. Or did I early on? I'm losing the plot. I'm getting old. I totally agree with you. Oops, where am I? Yeah. Well, if he's being looked after well in the hospital, he should be back up. Hi. He will be back up and out very, very soon. Yes. Yeah. Well, I saw Laura's short live early on, a few hours ago. She was around the Blue Building and she said it's very hot. Her phone's battery was like nearly exploding. It was too hot. Therefore, she cut it short. So it must be really hot in LA at the moment. We had about 20 degrees Celsius here in Edinburgh. So where I am, I'm not in Edinburgh, I'm outside. And because I'm near the sea, it's always a bit fresher than in Edinburgh because there's always a constant breeze because of the water nearby. So for May, it's actually quite warm, to be honest with you, for up here. Last week, beginning of last week, they were saying it was warmer here than in Barcelona in Spain. Can you imagine? It's perhaps different now, but so yeah. Yes, Chris, please. We all hope he's gonna get well very soon. Hot quick is the problem. Suddenly over 100. So when you say over 100, are you talking about Fahrenheit temperature? I don't know what over 100 is in Celsius. Yes, you have conditioning everywhere. That's something you don't get everywhere here because we don't have this kind of heat. I think the first year I was in Scotland, so that was 12 years ago. And that was April. It was the month of April. And we had over nearly 30 degrees. And I don't think I've ever had over 30 degrees up here ever again. So, but you never know. So we don't really need air conditioning. It makes me always laugh when my friends, a friend of mine not long ago said, oh, I'm buying a new car and what I absolutely need is air conditioning. And I started to laugh. I said, you don't live in a hot country. You don't really need air conditioning. But hey, everyone what they like, right? Oh, all right, Jim Flower. Yeah, I saw that, Laura. I saw you. Yes, I did say hello in the chat and everything. To be honest with you, I wish I was actually in LA. I will come one day, but at the moment, with the issues with my legs, I can't fly. And also, I still haven't found someone trustworthy to pet sit and house sit while I'm away. So, you know, you need to find someone that you can trust while you're away with your babies. And I'm always looking forward to go away. And when I'm away, I miss them so much. And then I start annoying the person that is taking care of them, because I'm constantly messaging. So, yeah, I'm a terrible pet mom. um, yeah. Baxter, he only realizes that he missed me when I come back. As long as he has someone who feeds him, he's happy. Same with the cat. But Bonnie, she doesn't eat. She hardly eats anything until I'm home. Yeah. So that's another reason sometimes that I have difficulties to leave. (90 Fahrenheit) is 32 degrees. Yeah, that's getting already out of my comfort zone. But I could, yeah. Thank you, Laura. Yes, our pets are our babies, right? I wanted to say something. So I have more people that have joined until now. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, please. And please send some love to my like button. That would be great. And if you don't like what I'm saying, my video, my live, please don't click on dislike, because it messes my stats. And to be fair with you guys, I never clicked the dislike button on any video ever since I've been watching stuff on YouTube, and that's over a decade. So just, if you don't like, then stop watching and leave my life or my videos. You don't have to like it, you know, but don't dislike it either. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, I can see that with all the lives we've seen around the blue building, there are not many places where there's a lot of shade, unless you go where the trees are. You know, where you have the stairs going to the blue building, and there are the trees. You know where the encampment was? The encampment there, you can get, I think, some kind of shade, but it doesn't look there's much places where you can have shade. I mean, L1 Hubbard, there's no place where you can have shade unless it's outside the cafe, but that is private property, so you can't get there. And obviously you would be probably thrown out by the security guards, right? Yeah. So yeah. So we spoke about that, and I apologize for the ones who already heard me saying it, but as soon as I saw that Laura joined, I just wanted to let her know why we discussed that how you say that oh, sorry, that clip. Now I want to move on from that. I did share the link to the full video, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Thank you. Now I did a mistake, so I thought, well, we'll do something differently. Just need to click here. So I did a video about the resource page, but it was a screen recording, and I didn't notice that I switched off the sound. So I recorded it and I talk and everything. And then when I started watching it a little bit, I realized it only recorded the screen, but it didn't record my voice. And I thought, I'm not doing it again. I might do it again at a later stage, but in this instance, I can run the video here, give my comment, and then I can stop the video and bloody blah. Okay, so let me just. Can I stop it? No, I can't stop it. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm not going to do it this way. Doing it this way. Sorry for that. Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna stop the screen and do a new one. Here we go. Gonna use that, and as there is no sound, that's just perfect. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. Let me. Sorry guys, sorry, I'll be with you in a second. I'm a bit slow today. Oh, you're getting used to me being slow. Why is this mouse so sensitive today? Okay, what's going on? Okay, I'll have to. It was working very well early on, so I'm just trying to make my. Got it. I got it. Here we go. I hope that's not going to make it too much of a. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Yes, that's a good point. But that's not for the resource page. That's for the fsciento.space page. So yes, space. You see it there, but for having someone. So when I recorded it, no one was live. But if you see, for example, the description, I have a hashtag fsciento. So it's either hashtag fsciento, hashtag Scientology. There's another one, I can't remember. If you put that either in the description of, in the subject, in the title of your video or live, then you will turn up here. Okay. Here. If you can also, if you have no space in the title, you can put the hashtags at the bottom or wherever you want in the description of your live or your video, of your live, sorry. And then you will actually show up here. Okay, so yes, Amy, thank you for reminding us. So you have disappeared again. Sorry, guys. Just quickly before I start, the video is also sorry, I'm trying to remember what I want to say. Yes, because I'm not going to look at the chat because I'm going to concentrate on the video. But if you have a question or a comment, can you put this in capital letters at the beginning? I don't have any mods today, so that will help me to start your questions or comments, and then we can come back to that, okay? The content on YouTube, like hashtag a subject on Twitter X. Good point. Good point. Thank you. Okay, so I'm trying to make this a bit bigger. You know what? Oh, let's just, okay. I'm gonna remove the comments. So apologies if I don't look at it. I will stop at some stage and then what? I forgot. Where's the media? Oh, here it is. Here we go. Why is this not starting? Okay, so here, this is on F-Scientospace, and you see you have the resource tab with all the information. So if you click on recently added, it will take you to the resource page. So just quickly stop this. So you will see at the top, you have all the different categories. I can add, I can remove them. You have the updates and info. So every time I add something, I will add it in the updates and info part. So instead of having to go through all the different categories, have a look at updates and info first on clicking the plus sign, and then it will show you what's new or what has been added and on which day. So as you can see, these are all the categories like articles, calls to action, books written by ex-Scientologists, etc., etc. So here you see when you click on the plus sign, and that's the additions I made today. And then you can see at the 2 books that I have added, you have at the beginning, you see the new part, the new logo, and then the 2 flyers T, aka A Voice Down Under, has created. And I don't know if it's now or not, but if you click on it, it goes straight to a Google Drive. It's actually mine. These are the OC taxpayer flyers that she's created. So if you're in Australia and you need that, you can get them. And Scientology's auditing kits. So it's really well done. So they are free and shareable to you all. So that's what I have added today. Have I stopped it? No. So you see, it didn't record the mouse, so that's why I'm a little bit lost. My apologies. So you see the different categories, calls to action. So you have the link to subscribe to the agenda notifications, the city board and commission meetings, where you can check the dates, etc. And that's all for Los Angeles. The category for survivors, you have different websites that can help people that have left Scientology or even any other cults. So if you click on view more, you will see there are more. So at the bottom there was, you can see the support for former cult members. That's in London. So you see there are different ones. Then you have the category for protesters. So, for example, websites like Know Your Rights guides and other resources. That is the Canadian Civil Liberties Association. You have the Scotland one, the England and Wales one, US Noise Pollution Resources, and at the bottom you have also the SPT flyers from Pop Groomer. Actually, it's for protesters. But what is important is if you want to go and protest, you have never protested, and it's you're not in the US. Check out what you're allowed and not allowed to do. Okay, that's very, very important. So SPT community sourced informations, LRH materials, videos. I think we can add more videos soon. I did get some suggestions, but I haven't had the time to look at it at the moment. But I do review everything. So if something I feel shouldn't, then I will reply at some stage to the people and double check with them why they want this to be added, and then I can discuss that with Fluffer and Xe News if needed. So you see articles, documentaries. You have the Going Clear on Netflix. That's only for the US. Not for actually I have a link for someone gave me a link for Going Clear because it's not on Netflix UK. I haven't watched it yet, but German News has Going Clear on their channel, so you can watch it there as well. Wikitology is quite interesting as well. It's a bit like a dictionary. There are quite a few things I realize is missing. So perhaps if you have suggestion, you click on the have a suggestion and it will send an email to Skywriter. Haven't heard from Skywriter in a while, so we're going to have to see who might be, if she's still going to be willing to update that. But you see, it's either related to what happened or specific to Scientology. You see e-meter, So I clicked on R for RPF, but it's not here. So here you have ranch or international ranch and rock slam, etc. So there are lots you can find. So that is finished. Let me come back to you guys and where is it? Here we go. I'll come back to the I just noticed I'm gonna have to re-record it with my voice with audio. It's not easy. It's not easy to do that without. Needs the information. Yeah, I thought about that. I did watch that live. Actually, I left early work, and I managed to come through the doors 5 minutes before the live started. Sorry. I was a bit late because I came home, straight to the loo, cup of tea. So, but I didn't miss much. So that was good. Yeah, I'll write that down. Give me a second. I'll put this on the resources here to add bonus. Voila, thank you. I added that on my list. It's very comprehensive. What is comprehensive? The video or Mona's life? Well, funny you say that, GM Flowers, because I put down on my list, and that was for the end of, pardon me, at the end of my video is ideas for new content, but we'll come back to that later. But what I didn't record, so let me just, yeah. That shows me that, let me show it live, and you're gonna see I'm live now on F-Scientology. Here we go. So you see I'm live. I'm on. Anyway, so sorry, I didn't mean to go here. If you have ideas, information, or something you feel like should be added, you go to the resources and submit a resource, or it's more submit a suggestion, because I might not put it on, but yeah, anyway, your name or your handle that you're known as on YouTube. Oh, my apologies. Your email address, title to the suggestion, or what you want to give me a link, the location, the category. So when it says category, perhaps I'm going to find out if you could change that so that it's a drop down and you can choose one of the categories you see here, and then the language if applicable. At the moment, we have different languages, and I'm going to show you that as well. We have English, French, German, Italian. And you're going to see, so if you go back, let's go to here. So every book that is written in English, you won't see anything. But for example, here, I'm Annie in Scientology. It's in Italian, so it will come up here in brackets. So let's see. So yeah, we have also, if I'm not mistaken, we have a billion years. The Secret in Scientology, that's in French. Lucas Legal is also a former French Scientologist, but that is not his real name. That is a pseudo. These are all English. Yeah, they're all in English. So I just want, that's the best way, because I can't remember all by heart. But if it's in another language, it will be shown in brackets. So if you don't speak these languages, you don't go there. And yeah. So I just wanted to reiterate that. So I'll just quickly go back here. And then when you click submit, it will be emailed directly to me. Okay. So when I say to me, it's all sorry. It's Brigitte at outlook.com. You see that under my name on the screen. It's me. It's the resource, but I'm the editor. I'm the only person who is editing this page. I'm the editor of it, and I'm also the one who decides what goes on it or not. Sometimes I'm not on very sure, then I go and check up with Fluffer, Squirrel UK or Xenius. Why I'm showing the resource page again is I'm gonna go and have a look in a second, Amy. Is that I want to revive the resource page, because in the last 6 months not much suggestions have come in. I have 2 other emails that I need to review. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna be quite a while on the phone with my mum. So not in the UK, but in probably the rest of the world. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. In the UK, Mother's Day is in March. So yeah. So I will be spending some time chatting with my mum tomorrow. So I review it when I have time. If it's urgent, you can let me know, and then I'll doing my best to review it in the evenings. But that's why I'm talking about the resource page again, and I will continue to do so. I will re-record. Actually, I'm gonna create a new video with audio this time and post it on my channel. Okay, so let me see. Yes. But to be honest with you, I know she's done another live. I saw it, but I just remember now. She did another live with a Q&A. I thought it was a bit annoying that the Q&A didn't happen off on the same day, so on Tuesday. But there are lawyers, they have not much time to spare, so I understand. So I will watch the other live Mona did with the Q&A live, and then I might change my mind. So we'll see if a lot of questions have been how you say that, been answered. I'm pretty sure I did ask questions as well. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Yep. So I'm just gonna. Oops. Yeah, I received it from you, Amy. I'm just wondering, law firm legal. Perhaps I should create a new category, law firm legal. LLP. Okay, that's their website. Thank you. So I did get it. I will, where's my email? I'm gonna put this in to be added. Here we go. Sorry, I have to do it straight away, otherwise I'd forget. Here we go. What's here? YouTube is sending me an email letting me know I'm live. Like I don't know I'm live, right? Okay, so it generally works, Amy. But yeah, like I said, I didn't get much traffic. I will also in a different life one day. I know Fluffer is really pushing me to do that, but my problem is that at the moment I do not have the time, just not the time. I am bound in that temporary contract at least till the end of the month. So, but I want to discuss the database, the help database, like I call it. And I only have information about Portland that was submitted by Rika, and then stuff from Edinburgh. I have a ton about other places in the UK that I received from Fluffer and from Dropshot Media. Yeah. But we need more. We need from around the world. Because I am not 100% sure how. I don't want to talk badly about any of these foundations, but I don't know how much or how quickly they help people. So with this database, at least we have a place where they can check, put in, say, Zurich, Switzerland, and then near the org in Zurich, find places where they can find charities to help them with housing, with clothing, with food, etc. And we're trying to do that for every city in the world where there are orgs or missions, etc., where people can live. Obviously, there is no Sea Org in Switzerland, for example, nor in France now. But there are other countries. You have it, Belgium, Denmark, UK. So where they know where to go. Because, if you contact a foundation, they can't just within 5 minutes give you 10 quid for a dinner or give you a pair of jeans and a jumper, or you know what I mean? So that would be the place where we can find, where they can find either a website or, for example, a library where they can go to a library and they have computers there you can use for free. Things like that, so as much as possible. So I'm gonna do a separate video at a later stage. So I don't want to talk too much about that. I know I've been pushed a lot, but I can't do that on my own. You know how many orgs and missions are around the world? I can't do it all on my own. So even just for Europe and the US, it's a huge work. Oh, and let's add Australia to it as well. So it's quite an undertaking. I can't do it on my own. I need people to help me. So we'll look into it at another live, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. The other part is that I have is a former work colleague who knows a software programmer. Well, he's more how you say that? I'm trying to find the word now. I had the word and it's gone. You see, I'm getting old. I think my cap is too tight. It's pushing my brain. Specialized in doing mobile phone applications, but he's also very busy. So the story is to, at the moment, this database is actually a Google Sheet. For the ones who don't know what a Google Sheet is similar to Excel sheet. If you don't know what Excel sheet is, then you have to wait and see when I show that. Now I want to actually change that in a proper SQL database, and then get this somehow into a web page and a mobile phone application. I don't have the money for that, but he's willing to do it pro bono. But for certain things, he will need some financial help. So, but I don't want to talk about money at the moment. We first need more information. We need to feed this database first. Okay, we need to make this database really, really fat and big. Okay, so if we can concentrate on Australia, the US, and Europe, that would be great. And then we can then expand to other countries or other parts of the world. Just a second. Can you stop licking that sofa? You make so much noise. Stop. Stop now. Yeah, be a good girl. Why are you licking that sofa? I don't know what's the matter with it. She's licking that sofa. Oh no, the cat just woke up. She's arriving. Gun blazing. Oh, Amy, you keep me on my toes. I wish the large channels would do a live on this as well. On what? You mean the law firm? Yeah, I agree. If it's what you meant, I agree with you. But like I said, I don't want anyone in the chat talking crap about other streamers or channels. But sometimes you have to be a bit realistic. So in what I'm going to say, I'm not saying that in a way to be nasty. I am not. But to how you sorry. Yeah, I went out and it was warm, but apparently I must have catched the cold. I don't know. Or yes, don't say it. I know what you are going to say. But some of the larger channels seems to do what they want to do, which is fair enough. Everyone who has a channel does what they want to do. But I feel like they don't have the same goal anymore somehow. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. Yeah, I'll better stop here with that because I might say something I regret later. So the email, yep, you're welcome. Someone is looking for a bed to sleep in. Yeah, but if you call a foundation, what does it help you? They can't say, yeah, come over. They don't have a bed for you right now. So we need another way. There are 2 camps. Ours is more grassroots. There are 2 camps. Ours is more grassroots. Amy, I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you reword it for me, in a simple English? I think I know what you mean with 2 camps, but I'm not 100% sure. That tea is cold now. but it tastes good. It's true that cap is a bit. Oh, voilà. That's better. Ah, that's exactly what I thought you meant. Yes. And there are also channels who seem to be more focused on other channels' mishaps, and I'm like, why? And then I don't want to name a specific channel, but this person ends up burning their fingers so much and then is gonna cry again. I'm just waiting for that. It happened to this person 2 or 3 times. Still seems that person hasn't learned their lesson and is concentrating again on another streamer's former Scientologist and cult member mishaps and their life, etc. I find this very sad. But it's for clicks, I suppose. Guys, I told you Irish would turn up. Hi, Irish. Yeah, I'm already now in 17 minutes. Well, Amy, one day, if you want to join me as a panel or as a co-host, you're welcome. That would be a nice thing to do. But then I would have to seriously, prepare a live to have you co-host. It would be an idea, wouldn't it, Amy? A co-host. Oops. Yes, well, hi, Irish. Thank you for joining. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, a knitting stream. How interesting. I haven't knitted in ages. My grandmother taught me to crochet and knit from the age of 4 or 5. Yeah. Last time I knitted something from beginning till end. I very quickly get bored, so I very often don't finish stuff. Not for everything, but the last time I finished a real knitted product was a jacket when my niece was born. Now, my niece is 20. Oh, Jesus, how old is she? She turned 27 this year. 26, sorry, 26. Don't make her older than she is. I think 26. Yeah. So it's a long time ago. Yeah. I'm informal, no prep necessary. No, it would be more for me. But if you say that sounds like you're interested. It would be a nice idea. Oh, you crochet. The thing is, it depends where you grew up, but I notice English-speaking countries, when you knit, you have. I don't have anything here. Needle under the arm, and then they're putting the thread over the needle, and I'm like, this is so complicated. I don't have a needle under the arm. I just do it like that. So I have the thread around my finger and tick, tick. I knit like that. So in every country it's different. started back after a 20-something year break to keep my greedy mitts out of the sweetie and cookie jars. I have stuff falling over. Well, my grandma taught me both. Oops. Oh. I mean, with my joints, I'm not doing so much crocheting. Yeah, that's what I start to have as well. My fingers, it's a bit... but my mother would say it's an excuse. Probably it is. I'm not good. I'm not that good. And I have to tell you as well is... I told you guys that my mom is a seamstress. And you know what she also has? One of these fancy knitting machines. You have nothing to do anymore. I told her I would never buy a knitting machine. I have a sewing machine because I need it to, shorten trousers and things like that. But a knitting machine, no. But you have to do a lot of mechanical stuff with these machines because there's always something breaking or... You were 8 kids, or you are 8 kids. Wow, yeah, I understand. Amy asks the question. Yeah, my mom is a very good seamstress. She's still she doesn't do it for money, but for herself, because we both small. Wow. Well, you see, yes, yesterday 2 of my stepdaughters had their birthdays. So Lauren is girl number 3 and Zoe girl number 6. That's my stepdaughters. I never had children. And they both have their birthdays on the same day. And they're from the same mother. One of my neighbors had 14 kids and they had a smaller house than us. Blimey. Wow. You know what my mother would say, Irish? They didn't have a television. That's what my mother always said when people had lots of children. My grandma had 4 children, but her first child died hours after birth. Then there was my uncle, my dad, and then 10 years later, my aunt. They finally got a girl. You know, my mom is like that, Amy. You know that my parents met in Sydney, Australia in the early 60s. And when they got married, my mom had fabric that was actually meant to make curtains. So she took this fabric and made her own wedding dress. But, not the traditional wedding dress, she had those 50s, dress. I need to find that pictures. It's such a lovely picture. In my grandparents' sitting room, I'm wondering who has gotten those pictures. I really love them. You have the pictures of my grandparents when they got married. And that was the Oh, the Charleston style. You remember from the 20s? She had, my grandma had a wedding dress, Charleston style. And then you had the wedding photo from my uncle and my aunt, and they had more the traditional. She had the more traditional wedding dress, long with the veil, etc. And then you had the photo of my parents, and my mom had this 50s, sexy dress with those stilettos and, really pointy, really, amazing pictures. I just wonder who has those pictures. My grandma was 3 out of 6 kids. She said her father liked kids. I said no, he liked something else instead. Probably. Yeah, my grandma did a lot of these. I just get bored doing them, but I made some kind, not really, it wasn't like a jumper, it was more like a vest, but a crochet vest. It was quite nice for summertime. So you can have a bikini top and then this over, not with big holes, but you need to have a thread or cotton that is light. Perhaps I should do something like that for this year for me. Hot pink. I love hot pink. Yeah. Okay, my lovelies. And we're gonna into finish mode. We're nearly at 1.5 hours. I would like, as you can see here, you have my email address. If you have any ideas of new content I could do, and I know it's been now about 3 weeks that I'm telling you about all those videos. I've been trying to be very serious and work one video at a time instead of working on all of them at once. And I always constantly repeating about the lack of time. So they will drop. I'm just not going to tell you anymore when. They will drop at some stage. Thank you, Amy. I really appreciate that. And think about, let's do a co-host live. And perhaps you have an idea of something we could do. That would be great, I think. I think that would be great to meet you anyway. We can meet backstage. We don't have to go live either. Anyway, so yeah, if you have any suggestion of ideas of new content we could do or I could do, I really would like to have a panel one day, but people seems to be a bit wary of coming on a live. Like I said, I mean, you can actually, you don't have to switch on your camera. So, I mean, let me see if I can do that on mine. I know that would stop everything. I'm not going to try it now. Better not try anything. Yes, and if we would do a panel, as you can see, if I do a live like that, I don't have many viewers. But hey, I don't mind. I really don't mind. I only get a lot of viewers when I do the interviews, and that is something I want to do more. But yeah, it's difficult to get answers. So I'm constantly. Oh, and also for the ones that are in the UK, I'm gonna put that on in a post on my channel. If people could actually also start emailing or messaging Piers Morgan uncensored on Twitter, or email him. I really want him to react to Sand Hill and everything that is going on. It's in Sussex. He lives there. So that would be great. So, like I said, new ideas for new content. Don't be shy. And if I get a lot or just a little bit, for the replay crew as well, I appreciate the replay crew as much as the live crew. Send me emails and we'll discuss it next Saturday. That's about it for now. I'm actually starting a headache. I think it's this new cap. It's perhaps a bit soft here, but this is very hard. But I love it. You see, it looks a bit shabby. Yeah. Okay, let's stay at this point. Irish, I'm sorry you missed the beginning, but if you rewatch it, give me a second. Amy, it's up to you. You decide, you tell me, and we can arrange it in a way or the other. I'd rather not doing during the week, but I can adapt. No problem. I just have more time at the weekend, and I'm more relaxed as well. But if it's the week, then it's the week. And then here, it's possible. And I thought I had a cold. Perhaps it's pollen allergy. Perhaps it's that. There's another word for it. It just doesn't pop into my mind at the moment. So, my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget, if you haven't already, send some love to the like button, please. I would very much appreciate. I had a few people, brand new names in my chat tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I very much appreciate it. If you could subscribe to the channel, if you haven't already, that would be beautiful. Thank you very much. Hey, Fever, thank you. Amy, I can't do any lives anymore without having you in the chat. You find every word I'm forgetting. So for now, I wish you a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night, wherever you are in the world. Et voilà. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
It's time for a new video. It's time for a new life. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. It's time for a new video. It's time for a new life. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà.